Greetings, everybody. This is Chris Blunt.
And I'm Breezy Ramsey.
And I am Sphinx Akasha.
Yeah.
That's right.
Quit
we have a
talking
third
over
mic. I'm so sorry. This is awesome. I keep forgetting we upgraded.
That's right. There's
He's-
3 of us now.
He's literally sitting right in front of you.
Really is. Oh, that is. Oh,
I love you too.
I love
sorry,
you too, man.
Lauren.
Happy best friend day.
Happy best friend day. Best friends. Best friends.
Except I forgot you exist.
Oh, it's
Everyone forgets I exist.
everyone.
Wah, wah.
Christmas time is here.
All my friends are dead.
All my friends are dead.
Welcome to Profoundly Ignorant, everybody.
Welcome.
Oh man, today has been great. It's been a crazy week. How have you been, Breezy?
I've been busy, but good.
Good. How about you, Sphinx?
Same.
Yeah.
Busy, but pretty decent.
Cool. I've been busy as shit as usual.
Yep.
Scared to go to the doctor now because
Yeah, let's talk about you being scared to go to the doctor. Why is that?
So my wife went to the doctor and we were like, everything's cool, like just to check out because she had been feeling awkward or whatnot, right?
Yeah.
Turns out like they look at her and they do a couple tests, the usual, and they was like, oh, you're 16 weeks pregnant.
What?
We're like, what the fuck? Like,
Da,
I have
da.
shit to do. So, and like, then we look at the ultrasound and there's like a whole baby in there. Like, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Damn.
I heard a rumor there might even be a penis in there.
Yeah, like a penis and shit. Like, and I'm like, what the fuck?
It's a boy.
Like, I was not planning this shit. Like, so now I have to like cancel the club. Yeah. Thank you. Far too kind. But like, I was like, man, I guess I can't go like, I don't know. I'm still like, I'm happy. I'm very happy.
Do you ever do the math? Like, okay, so we're going to have this baby when I'm this age.
Yeah.
And when it graduates high school, I'm going to be...
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, what I'm trying to do
I do
is
this
like,
game a lot.
I started like trying to make my kids feel uncomfortable now in my house.
Yeah.
Like they're welcome, but I treat them like they're guests.
Yeah.
Not in the guest isn't welcoming, but a guest is in you're not supposed to really be here.
Right.
And I just drop little notes now. And then it's gonna become blatant later on. Like later on. You
Like
know?
when they're 18 in a day and the doors locks change.
Exactly. And I'm gonna be like, new house, who this? And it's gonna
When
be
they're
great.
18 in 3 days and you're walking around nude.
Absolutely.
I was talking to somebody I work with the other day, and they were talking about how they were doing that to their 18-year-old son who's about to graduate. They just moved into a new house, and his room is a closet with a queen size bed in that bathroom.
Yeah.
It's like, can I get a bigger bed, or can I get a smaller bed? No. Can I get a bigger bedroom?
No.
No.
Well, what can I do? You can move the fuck out.
Exactly. You can always get the fuck. Like anybody. I offer that to my kids anytime. You can get the fuck almost anytime. One of the things that I think is a smart move was something that I had growing up was bunk beds. I think bunk beds are great because they work well for space. And they are terrible when you're an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
I feel like at 18, one of the main reasons I moved out the house was because I had 2 brothers in a 2-bedroom house in bunk beds.
See,
and like,
my kids are never going to leave the house because we just bought a 5-bedroom house not that long ago. They're not going anywhere.
What you should do.
We're going to put that house on the market when Caleb's a senior in high school.
Absolutely.
Be like going down to the 2-bedroom.
2-bedroom house. We about to good times it up right now.
And
Give
you want
y'all
to stay
sofa
here?
bed.
We got an office.
Exactly. Sorry. I'm going to just start replacing rooms. Like, my kids are going to come home and it's like, oh, yeah, this is my room now.
Yeah.
There's nothing but books in here. Yeah, crazy, right?
Sorry about that.
It happens all the time, man. Fantastic. Listen.
Did you build a mini bar in my bedroom? I sure did.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yep. And it's locked.
And
too.
if you touch it, you owe me $50 for that mini
Exactly.
bottle.
That's right.
I will call the police on you.
You're
I
an
will.
adult.
Theft is a
You
crime.
can go to jail.
But yeah, I remember being 18 and I was like, I can't bring home any woman like, hey, listen, babe, my brother sleeps heavy and I'm on the top bunk. Like, I can't really express that. And like, that doesn't help.
No.
Like,
Well,
that
and
doesn't
it's
help.
Not at all.
physics. If the bottom bunk's moving, the top bunk goes too.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
And they'll wake up my brother.
yeah.
And it's all bad from here. So that was one of the reasons I moved out. And I'm going to, as far as tradition, I'm going to do the same to my kids. I feel like they should share a room.
Yeah.
I feel like they should share a room. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And am I selfish? Maybe.
But no one's gonna judge you.
No, because you know what? I pay the bills in this fucking house.
That's right.
So I feel like, they ain't pay shit. They just came here. Now, granted, I know it's not their fault. I created the kids. But yeah, get it how you live, man. Sorry. So anyway, speaking of people getting it how they live, House of Cards.
Oh shit!
In real life. IRL.
Yes, has been going on.
Oh Jesus!
And it's been quite interesting.
Yeah.
Today was, of course, Comey's testimony.
Yeah.
And everybody was glued into it.
Oh man, I was watching it live. Yes. I was on a phone call for work watching it live, going, "Can you guys keep this down?" Like, trying to hear what this dude's saying.
It's like, please miss me with that work shit.
Right.
That shit is real on television right now.
That's right.
This is crazy. It's been interesting. Like, the whole snitching thing is a big thing now.
Yeah.
Everybody's snitching. I'm pretty sure I think
it's called whistleblowing.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure President Trump, or whatever he is,
Agent Orange 45.
Code 45 Trump is
close enough.
Is watching with bated breath. And he's like, I can't tweet, so I'm gonna send my son to do it for me.
Oh my god, yeah, he said he was gonna tweet
dumb.
the thing. I kind of really, I was disappointed. I was waiting to see a 7-year-old man just type over and over again on Twitter. Nope.
Oh,
False.
He's lying.
He lying, yeah.
He lying. Sad. But not.
It didn't even matter. Comey could be like, Trump likes red ties. False.
He's lying.
False.
I'm not even wearing a red tie.
It's clearly magenta.
A red tie.
Exactly. It's clearly magenta.
Hashtag red tie.
Red tie.
Exactly. But Comey's testimony was actually very interesting today. A lot of things went on. A lot of unnecessary shit. One of the most weird parts, and I'm pretty sure we'll probably talk about it or whatnot. But anyway, one of the most weird parts about the whole thing was Senator John McCain. Questioning him about shit that didn't make any fucking sense.
Legitimately thought the man was having a stroke live on TV because I was like, is he okay?
I thought
somebody send help.
I honestly thought he forgot what year it was. Like, he was just on some it's like, we're doing this. What do you think about the emails? What are her emails?
I like emails.
Yeah,
they're wonderful.
But wait, President Comey.
Exactly. Wait, President Comey.
Wait.
She's obviously fucking with the Russians. Dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
Huh?
I wanted somebody to say that, like, hey man, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
He later on apologized and said he had been sleep deprived from the baseball game the night before.
Okay, but
yeah,
you know that you're about to go on.
Yeah, you about to go to work.
You have this important ass hearing, and you go to a baseball game the night before and do what? Get fucked up on Coors Light?
No, I don't think he got fucked up. I just think he didn't get sleep. Like, sometimes dad needs sleep.
But can we talk about this? Because, like, as a woman, I've got children. I went to work with a newborn baby keeping me up getting maybe 2 hours of sleep.
Absolutely.
And I didn't call my boss president, whoever, and I didn't...
No.
I was able to at least function as a human.
But what are you, Breezy?
Not 75-year-old white man. Fuck.
There lies. Yeah, you get privileges, man.
He needs an extra butterscotch.
You get privileges.
Get this man a Werther's Original now.
Exactly. If he would have just had his Werther's Original.
I was concerned. I thought there was some health shit going on. And here's the thing. John McCain does this thing every now and then where he, like, stands up to Trump or he stands up and he speaks out. And so I forget that he's just a fucking another racist GOPer. Like, I forget. Sometimes he tricks me. I feel like sometimes he's not a bad guy. I never think he's a good guy.
Yeah,
I don't go that far, but I sometimes
not a bad dude.
Right, like occasionally he's not a giant bag of dicks; he's a mini bag of dicks.
I ain't gonna lie to you. He's always been a dick to me. I feel like I had a crush on his daughter though. I always had a crush on Meghan McCain. That's why I used to be like, all right, I don't mind him being in the news because they'll show his daughter. But like,
I don't even remember what she looks like.
Oh man,
I know. I'm like, I can't even picture her. She's probably blonde.
Shit's heavy.
They're all blonde.
Yeah, she absolutely.
They're all blonde with like Botox and tits.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah. All right.
See?
I'm picturing Megyn Kelly. If Megyn Kelly had longer hair.
She's Megyn Kelly with bigger boobs.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
I have no idea, but yeah, she's kind of cute. So.
Oh, I see.
See, not terrible.
She's all right.
Spencer's looking.
From here, she looks like Ice-T's wife.
Oh shit.
She does kind of look like Coco, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Does. I never thought about that.
See?
Am I mad?
Interesting.
Am I mad at this?
No, not particularly.
No, not at all. Not at all. So it's all good. She hates Trump too, which is pretty interesting.
Well, yeah, the guy said that her dad was a loser for getting caught in the war.
For being a prisoner of war.
Right. Like,
Surviving that shit.
you're kind of a shitty person if you say that.
And
Especially
being
about
a
something
hero
like
to
Apparently-
his country.
Apparently, you can be president.
Yeah.
Apparently.
But yeah, it's just been interesting to see the back and forth, and people are like pretty much out for blood.
Yeah.
He was like, I know Comey was definitely like, I got the tape. Like Comey came with the receipts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he was like, I hope there is a tape. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He's like, which I think he might have been bluffing. I think Trump might have been bluffing because that's what he does. So I think there's bluffing on that end. I think I don't think anything's gonna really come from it.
No.
Yeah, anybody else getting that vibe? Like nothing's like we're just making this. We're making a spectacle out of this, but I don't think much is gonna come from it. Like we said last time, he's not gonna get impeached anytime soon.
I feel like if anything were going to come out of it, Republicans would have been more upset today. But then you got Paul Ryan turning right around and being like, well, he made some mistakes in his conversations with Comey because he's new at his job. Let's
Fuck
get
outta
real.
here.
New at his job, or he's completely in over his head at a job he's completely underqualified for. Because that's the reality, is that it'd be like, I was saying to Chris, it'd be like if I get somehow magically promoted from IT services into neurosurgeon, and I go in and I cut somebody's head open, and I'm like poking around at their brain, and I fuck them up and they're, something seriously wrong. And then my boss goes, well, she's new at this.
No.
I'm fucking around where I shouldn't be fucking around, which is essentially all Trump is doing in the White House is fucking around where he never should have been.
Exactly. And I think America gives it a pass because white mediocrity.
Yeah.
And so I think it was white mediocrity. Like, so he's expected to do this. But if any other person pulled that shit, like Hillary couldn't do that.
Oh God, no.
I wonder what Hillary's thoughts were watching this shit today.
Well, I said this during the election.
Yeah.
Like, Hillary wasn't my number one candidate. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
No.
she's a white woman, and as a white woman, I probably should have really supported her, but she wasn't my first choice. That being said, when it came down to her, my thought process was, everyone's really fucking pissed about some shit. Like, she doesn't smile enough. She didn't wear an American flag pin on her jumper during the debates. Whatever the case was. Like, everything that Trump did, she had to do twice as awesome, backwards, while wearing a smile and high heels, in order to even be taken moderately seriously. Dude fucking talked about grabbing pussy and
everything.
Basically made a spectacle of the entire election and is continuing to do so in the White House. And he still has his supporters that are like, he is God's gift to the country. He's going to save us.
He pretty much pulled the producers, but of politics.
Which God?
Yeah. So
which God is that gave the gift?
Well,
I like to punch that God
I feel
in the
like
face.
it's Loki. Let's get real.
Oh, very much Loki.
Because this is a
80s.
joke.
Yeah.
I agree.
So it's just like
Loki,
whatever.
I'm coming for you bastard.
I just think it's just corny. Like you had, of course, as we said, his sons made the news this week. You got Eric Trump, who's on what it was like Hannity and shit, and he was like, these people aren't even people. The people who diss my father aren't even people. I'm like, man, fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And
you know who else said that? Hitler about Jews.
Yeah.
So
and I
there's
think,
that.
I think is another thing is he tries to do this.
Did a thing.
He tries to do this tough guy bravado that his father has, and it doesn't come off across. Like, it's not great when his father does it.
No.
So hearing like
Well, because he looks like Draco Malfoy.
exactly, yeah. So like hearing
You're
great
not
value
scary.
Trump.
Like, I'm waiting for you
Yeah.
to say, wait till my father hears about this.
My father will hear about this, Potter.
Shout out to the nerds who got that. But yeah, to hear him talk that shit, like you're talking this noise that nobody cares about, and they deal with like these crazy extremes. Everybody feels like, I feel like everybody's bitching but not really doing anything on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You get a lot of people who are bitching and they're not doing anything. He's like, yeah, they're doing this. Everybody, like, the Democratic thing is falling apart and this, that. And I was like, you sound like your dad wrote that for you.
Yeah.
So, and fuck out of here, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, so we realized that all these things are coming up. Like, you know, you got the gay money what was it? The money to St. Jude.
Yeah.
And funneling
it into Trump. Somehow it went into his nonprofit. He ended up making like
That's
12 million
ridiculous.
off kids with cancer.
Yeah. So it's.
But people don't even talk about, like, this is the weird thing. Like, you hear about it via social media, but it's not on any media, like, massive news outlet. It's all like, I don't know. I feel like it's a giant sideshow. Trump is the master of redirection. He is like smoke and mirrors 101. Because it's like, hey, I'm gonna, like, even today, this whole Comey testimony thing was going down, and meanwhile, the Republicans voted to change the Frank Dodd regulations. So, like, banks are gonna get away with, like, all this mortgage fraud and the housing market crash that happened in 2008. Now they've just removed all the laws that went into place today.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking at Comey. Hey, look over here.
There's a lot of
misdirection.
Yeah.
And misdirection and a lot of dumb shit going on. Like, you know, of course it's making headlines. It was like, Comey's like, the White House lied about why they fired me. I'm like, maybe, but everybody knew.
Yeah.
So what is your point?
Nobody's really heard Trump say we fired him because of how he treated Hillary and thought that that was at all true.
No.
Right.
Because Trump was patting you on the back in November when it happened.
Yeah.
He was
You
like,
did a great job,
good job,
Lassie.
good job.
So I don't really like
did a
get
good
the
job.
whole. I don't really get that whole rhetoric, and that's why I look at it and I'm like, man, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't get excited either way. Everybody's online and everybody's in the news like, oh yeah, Comey's, you know, doing it like it's the end of an episode of SVU, and it's like, no, it's not gonna go down like that. Nobody's gonna get shot in court. There's nothing that's gonna happen. Nothing he's gonna say that's gonna be like the next day we're gonna have a new president.
Right.
So none of that's gonna happen.
No sexy crime pathologist.
No sexy crimes, man. Like it's just no sexy reveals, none of that shit.
No sexy goth. What was she? The forensic scientist?
Oh God. What was that chick from?
Shit.
Oh man, I feel like that NCIS.
Yes.
Oh yeah. By the way, I always think it's NCIS as if it's not SVU.
If it's not NCIS, then
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We apologize.
Exactly.
But sexy goth.
SVU is always the rape victims, right? Everything was a rape victim.
Everybody's a rape victim or murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or dead babies.
Or
Yeah.
dead babies.
Definitely dead babies all the time.
I'll say this about everything that's happening. I will be very, very interested to see what Special Counsel Investigator Robert Mueller pulls out of this. Because from everything I've heard about this guy gives no fuck about any side.
Okay.
He's like, nope, this dude, I can't remember when this was. Just a couple weeks ago, had to have been listening to an episode of Fresh Air. And they were talking about Robert Mueller getting the position. And they were talking to like a former colleague of his or whatever. It's like, yeah, when I knew him when he was the head of the FBI, I mean, he was pretty much lived, ate, and bled justice. Like,
Yeah.
he has no loyalties to any party or any politics or any business or anything like that. His loyalty is to justice. So he's going to see this done. It's going to be done fairly and it's going to be done the right way. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
But I'm cool with that. That's what you need. You need somebody who's like Incredible Hulk. You need somebody who's kind of wild. He doesn't give a fuck. He's going to be on the side of justice, whether that looks right to you or looks right to others. But it's going to be what pretty much by the book.
Yeah.
You can't see him and be like, yes, I know him. He's a friend from work. You still going to have to fight him.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that's the important
Thor
part.
shout out.
Yes. Absolutely.
Ragnarok.
It's coming.
Oh, man. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for allowing me to be a geek.
Man, we've
Well
snuck in a couple nerd
Yes.
references this
Oh,
one.
yeah.
I'm loving it.
Absolutely, absolutely. But yeah,
Got to.
so pretty much
Did you lose your place?
almost lost my place, but we're good. The Legion of Doom is still thriving well in the
Of course
United
they
States.
are.
And so
What
that's
is up with that?
Skeletor is
What
still
is
in
up with that
charge.
secret orb?
exactly
What does it do?
Man. Nah, I just don't think that anything's major going to change. It's interesting to watch.
You know what I think might, I don't know. Like, so the GOP's right now obviously has his back regardless. They're investigating his son-in-law. I feel like if anything terrible has been done by the son-in-law, that might be enough of a scandal that the GOP starts distancing. But short of like dude giving money directly to Russians in exchange for something obvious. Like, it's going to have to really be able to be proven. Like, all of this is just one guy saying stuff versus another guy saying it didn't happen this way.
Those piss tapes are going to have to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really think that there are piss tapes.
The Russian piss tapes?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like the opening statement, it clearly says the word hookers. Trump said...
Yes.
There's nothing. I never took money from hookers or I never gave money to hookers. Like, that means you did. Why would you even say that?
Yeah.
That's like when I broke my mom's china vase and I was like, I wasn't even near it. Dude, I totally
didn't pay for no hookers.
Right.
I know that.
I didn't pay for hookers. Why are you throwing that out there?
He did not. They were comped.
They were paid for him.
Absolutely. That is a part of the package
I'm
deal.
pretty sure Jared Kushner paid for them.
Exactly. Jared Kushner paid for the hookers. He got it.
And then buried them.
That's your man.
Yeah.
That's your man's in him. Yeah, I figured he seems like a type that'll like
Bury a hooker in a suitcase.
bury a hooker.
Yeah.
He seems like that. Like look at him. Look at him. He looks like he looks
It's
like
too obvious to carry the body out. We got to chop her up into 3 pieces.
He's like every rapist in season 2 of SVU.
Right.
Damn.
It's like, but he's so successful and he looks clean.
Yeah.
It's like that's exactly why he
what
raped
he
him.
wants you to think.
Exactly. Oh, that is terrible.
He's meticulously evil.
Yes. So I don't know. I'm just like, fuck out of here. There's a lot of things been going on this week. Of course, there's the Bill Maher situation.
Yeah,
So
Bill
Bill Maher was on his show and he cracked a joke about being the house nigga, and everybody got real fake mad. So here's my issue. Fuck Bill Maher in general. I don't think I'm gonna go out and say it. I totally agree with Orlando Jones's viewpoint on it. I don't think Bill Maher is racist. I really don't. I think Bill Maher is Islamophobe. I think he is sexist. So therefore,
So otherwise, you think he's a piece of shit.
he's still a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Just because I don't think he's racist doesn't
not
mean
take away
I
from the
feel
fact
like,
that he's a piece of
personally,
shit.
Exactly.
I didn't even realize this had gone down because I can't stand the guy and I don't watch his shit. I haven't for years.
Ditto.
I just saw everybody be fake mad about it, and I was
Yeah.
like, this is sensational.
I think I heard about it from you. You
that's
sent me
how
a
I
link
caught
and
on
I
to
didn't
it.
even know about it. I was
Yeah.
like, what happened? For me, like, listening to Bill Maher, it's just this crazy, like, everyone touts him as like this great liberal spokesperson. Like, he's speaking the people's truth. He's a progressive. He's a liberal. I feel like he's like a closet conservative and always has been. And this was ironed in. The one episode or anything that I've seen of his at all in the past 5 years was when he had that Milo Yiannopoulos on his show.
He gave him a platform.
And he softballed it. Like, you
Yeah.
had the opportunity to get an alt-right racist, like, give him hell.
Yeah.
And you just sat there and you
He's
bopped
still
him like...
I feel like he's one of those people who like, well, at the end of the day, I'm still a white guy, and I'm sick.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna go with that.
My bread has been buttered, ladies.
Exactly, his bread has been buttered. So he's gonna have people on there for fodder or whatnot, but he's not really gonna go off on everybody.
Of course not.
No, so fuck him anyway. I feel like Ice Cube's gonna be on the show next to talk about the N-word, but I think Ice Cube's just promoting something, so that's why he's on the show.
Like, it's probably promoting Teacher Fight or whatever.
Yeah, well, he's promoting upcoming things because he has the
Or
big
whatever
three
Disney
thing.
movies
Yeah,
he's doing right now.
he's doing the big 3 basketball thing. Plus, the Last Friday may come out. So,
Plus,
like,
Are You There Yet? The sequel
Are
part
you
7.
there yet? We're still waiting, Dad. You know. So
The Tooth Fairy Part
exactly.
2 where he
But
guest stars.
I don't even see that being a thing. Like, he's probably gonna be like, I don't know. I would love like 93 Ice Cube to go there.
I would love
So-
93
Oh,
Ice Cube.
man.
Because that would
But
be
we're
awesome.
not getting
That would be
93
great.
Ice
We're not
Cube.
gonna
We're
get
getting
Ice Cube, Ice Cube.
2017 Ice Cube.
We're gonna get 27. I guess you can say whatever the fuck you want, Ice Cube. You know, like, and I don't see that going anywhere. I don't see that going anywhere, and people are really fake mad about it. You're not offended that he said nigga. You're not. So he's a douchebag. Don't get me wrong. Like, yes, call him out on this shit. But I've heard him say a bunch of terrible shit in general, especially about where I was done with him really, because I used to watch his show. But with the Muslim hate, that shit got at me, and I didn't really enjoy that because I'm not an Islamophobe, and so I believe even if you're not a particular thing, you should call people out and you should judge people on bullshit.
Right.
So when people hate on gay people, when people hate on Islam, or when people hate on anybody that's different from me, I look at it. I give them the side eye because it's wrong, and I know that I'm right around the corner. You know, like so if you turn your back on that, what makes you think you ain't gonna turn your back on me?
Right.
And that's
Fair
why
point.
I'm like, I'm good. I'm good on that shit. So yeah, fuck them. So anyway, Wonder Woman came out, and it actually did really well. Like
Highest grossing film for a female producer.
What?
that's awesome.
That's badass.
224 million over the weekend.
That
shit's
also
great.
badass.
Yeah.
And Breezy's seeing it tomorrow.
I'm seeing it tomorrow morning because I have one of those JOBs that doesn't make me be there on Friday.
Awesome. I hate you. I kind of hate you.
Hashtag be jealous.
So I saw it, and I'm gonna talk about it for a little bit. All right, so without any spoilers, I'm not gonna give out any spoilers. All right, Bruce Willis dies in the end,
Oh, of course.
and that's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, all right, so
I just like to point out the fact that I only found this out this morning.
Yeah.
That the lady that plays Hippolyta is Buttercup from
Powerpuff Girls?
No, from the Princess Buttercup from
Princess Bride.
The Princess Bride. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was like,
Okay.
oh.
I'll have to watch for this.
Another person who's in it is Robin Wright. Robin Wright, who's
Sean Penn's ex?
Yeah, Sean Penn's ex.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. So she's as known as Claire from House of Cards, and she plays a good
Or
character.
Jenna from Forrest Gump.
Exactly,
Nice.
which are two diabolical villains. You know, because so I was like the whole time I was like, she's gonna stab Wonder Woman. She's gonna stab Wonder. I was on edge the whole time she was on there, and then there came a moment where she wasn't on the movie anymore, and I was like, okay, I am still scared, but all right. She's created like. For me, I just thought she's been like the most diabolical characters. Like everybody, if y'all look back and y'all really think about it, Jen was the villain in Forrest Gump. Jenny was the villain in Forrest Gump easily.
Yeah, he just loved her, and she was
fucking over him.
horrible
Like
to him.
Jenny is the reason why I have trust issues with chicks. I feel like it's like, oh yeah, I had a child. We haven't seen each other. Yeah, his name's Forrest. I guess it's mine. Like that ain't your kid, man. You just named him Forrest.
Yeah.
I'd have been, if I was him, I would like, Jenny, I still need to see a test. Like, I would still need to see a test.
Right.
I don't care. I'm sorry. I'm good. So,
What about Anne Wolfe, who played Artemis in the film?
Oh, yeah.
Played
Yeah, she was-
isn't she like an ex-MMA fighter or something
Yes.
like that?
Yeah, she was awesome. Her role is a bit small. But it was
Which
cool.
is kind of sucky because Artemis is like one of the main people
Well,
that Diana like clicks with.
Well, it's just
in
the
the
first
comics.
one. I think it's just the first one, and then they did. It was a great story. Like they did a lot of good like character building from her perspective. I think it's great that women see this movie.
Yeah.
Especially little girls.
I'm
Because,
excited to see this movie.
It was great. I think everybody should see it, but I can tell how important it was watching little girls in the movie theater because there were little girls in the movie theater, and to see that, you know, it's the feeling that I get when the first time I saw like a serious character,
Like when we saw
character.
Black Panther come on the screen in
When
Avengers.
you see Black Panther, and you're like, holy shit, he's dope. He's fly. He's in this major screen, and he's looks like us. And so that's really cool to see.
Yeah.
And it's good that women have that representation.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive, man. Because like we didn't grow up with that.
No.
We grew up around, you know. I mean, you had Supergirl, and that movie sucked. Shout out to Helen Slater.
Helen Slater.
Yeah, Helen Slater. That movie sucks, son.
Still looks good. But
A
that
friend of
movie
mine
was terrible.
posted a little funny joke or meme or something that said, like, I totally get now why white men walk around feeling so self-confident and full of themselves. There's so many white male superheroes.
There
I left
is.
Wonder Woman feeling like I could kick anyone's ass.
Exactly.
Nice.
Because it's like, and that's the thing, like, little white boys can see Batman and be like, one of these days.
One of these days, my parents will die and I'll become a billionaire.
Yep, and you know,
With
and
horrible, horrible mental issues.
Yeah.
horrible mental issues. And meanwhile, the voice in their head is like, you know what you have to do.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, man, that's why I don't trust little white kids now. I do background checks on my friends' kids.
Terrible.
So yeah, which brings us to the point we discussed earlier off air. Batman is probably Batman kind of sucks.
Yeah.
When we was
He's
talking
my
about the
least-
Justice League,
He's my least favorite
Yeah.
character in
Yeah.
these types of things of all time. Like, out of everybody.
yeah, his power is white privilege.
Yeah.
So it's
It
like
is.
it's
He's
like,
not a superhero, so I argue this to the... Well, and then I get back, like, neither is Iron Man. And you're right. But
Yeah.
Iron Man has charisma, so I excuse it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
Funny.
Yeah.
I enjoy Iron Man.
Yeah.
I remember watching one of the trailers for the Justice League, and I think it's either the Flash or Cyborg that looks at him and is like, "What's your superpower?" And he goes, "I'm rich."
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Which is so is Bill Gates.
Right.
Bill Gates is not running around there putting on a suit.
Even though dressed up like a bat.
It would be
Well, and I
really
think
funny
this
if
is
he
why you
did.
can excuse Iron Man, because like Iron Man goes through some shit with his dad, and he realizes like the Stark name was kind of used to make guns and weapons and do bad shit.
Yeah.
And he tries at one point to do things better. So like there's a redeeming quality. All Batman wants to do is be a vigilante for his own
and does karate and
right, and it's not even like every bad guy. It's like he picks and chooses who his villains are, and those are the guys he goes after. And the rest of them are like, well,
the Floyd Mayweather of comics. It's like I'm fighting everybody. You mainly. You.
There's a
You
little
mostly.
cartoon. You guys need to look this up on the internet. It is amazing. It's a picture of Batman and Iron Man fighting, and they're just throwing money at each other. And then Spider-Man's crawling on the ground trying to pick it up.
Because he's poor and his family's
Because he's
dead.
poor and he's an orphan.
Yeah, he's poor and he's an orphan.
Gotta keep
And out of all
May from
three of them,
having
he's
a heart
actually
attack.
a superhero because he became a mutant.
Oh
He's
man.
got powers.
I'm gonna stop talking about suck ass DC shit.
Yeah.
Um
I saw Guardians of the Galaxy finally. It only took like a month.
I know, Breezy. So, what are your thoughts on it?
Oh my
you
God,
know what?
it
You know what?
was
Oh, can we
so
say,
good.
Hold up. Can we say fuck? If you're listening and you didn't see it, fuck you now. I'm sorry.
Right.
Everybody in this room has saw it, so let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
What did you think?
Oh my God, it was so good.
Oh man.
So, and I was so conflicted with Kurt Russell because I'm like, man, I'm really
He's
happy
so
about
awesome.
this. And then he's kind of a dick, and I'm like, but I want him to not be.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
weren't there any Kanye West references?
I
I feel
know.
like that was so Kanye. That
Oh
was
my
so
God.
Kanye as fuck.
Well,
There were so
because
many
never mind.
yeah.
there were so many great jokes. Oh my God, I was dying.
Oh, it was awesome.
Drax is now my new favorite.
Drax is awesome.
Drax-
Drax is
fucking
amazing. When he
hilarious.
was
Yeah.
like, but you're hideous to the little bug girl.
It's like, ugh.
You're sure that you're beautiful on the inside.
Exactly.
Oh my
But
God, I
you're
could
not
not.
beautiful on
But
the
you're not
outside.
beautiful.
No,
on the
you're
outside. You're
hideous.
hideous.
You're
You're
hideous.
disgusting. Oh my God,
I was like,
dying.
new pickup lines. Yes.
I woke up from a nightmare about you.
Groot, baby Groot was amazing.
Baby Groot. Oh
That
my
opening
God.
sequence with Baby
When he's just
Groot
dancing with
Aw.
that monster. Oh my God.
Great.
I love his explanation for why he hates hats. Like, I was like, this is great. He looks so serious. He's like, that's right. And it's not his head. It's a hat.
There was nothing I didn't love about it.
Yes.
It was perfect.
I loved it. It's one of the few sequels that's better than the original.
Yes.
I really
agree.
enjoyed the sequel. I feel like, as I stated before in past podcasts, I feel like Marvel solved their villain problem.
Yeah.
Because he was like, Kurt Russell was a really good villain.
Yeah.
And you didn't, like, honestly, throughout the movie, I didn't want him to be the villain.
Yeah.
I know. I kept waiting for there to be a villain. I kept thinking it was the gold people.
Yeah.
I was like, those people are going to suck and they're going to come up with something that's going to be bad. But then it was Kurt Russell and I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
No, not the daddy. I'm going to watch this on Father's Day
All
and
the
cry.
gold people are coming back.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
definitely.
yeah.
They
They're
got,
bringing Black Adam with
yeah,
them.
they bring Adam.
Yeah.
Adam is
Adam
fuck-
Warlock.
Yeah, Adam Warlock.
Black Adam is DC, my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, Adam, gold ass Adam. Yeah, so gold plated Adam. I think, I feel like this is a great Father's Day movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes, I
all
agree.
the father issues.
It's pretty much my story with my dad, too.
Really? Oh, your dad gave your mom cancer and left. Oh, God damn it.
I've got a
wants to
few
use your
siblings
life
that I've
force
never
to
met.
destroy
You got siblings that were murdered on far planets.
Yeah.
Maybe not that extreme.
Not that extreme?
He wants to use your life essence to pretty much murder the universe.
Yeah, that happens.
Pretty close,
Yeah,
yeah.
close.
Yeah.
I'm sure. You know, he's from Kentucky. He's racist. He does. For a long time, he didn't think I was his kid because he doesn't have girls. He said that to my mom.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you think he was Mary Poppins?
Did he not understand how biology works?
No, you know, my mom actually went ahead and did a DNA test, and it was like, you know, they're never 100% because you got two different people contributing to the
Right.
But
like
he-
that's how biology and
Yeah.
DNA works. But
Right.
he was like, it's not 100%.
He held
I
on.
was like, it's 99.99999. He's
They-
like, but it's not 100.
It's not 100. He's like, hey,
I don't make
never
girl
know.
children.
really?
Yeah. Good guy, dad.
Fathers.
Wow.
So yeah,
He's my Kurt Russell. Except in real life, I think Kurt Russell would be an awesome dad. From what Kate Hudson says, like, he wasn't even her dad, and she thinks he's awesome.
yeah,
That's pretty badass.
But his character, Ego, was great.
Yeah,
Ego was
great.
He was hilarious. He was a douchebag.
And I love the vindication of freaking Xandar? Yondu.
Yondu, yes.
Yondu, because all along you think that he's just a dick that basically was into child slavery, and then you find out, like, no,
he was protecting him.
Oh my god! And the dad sequence at the end.
I teared up.
I kind of teared
up. Yeah, I kind of teared up.
Yondu, and
I
I'm
was like,
sad he's gone.
Yeah.
So that
but how about that classic Guardians reunion at the very end?
That was so awesome. I was like,
what?
I know.
Awesome.
I'm like, I need there to be a movie about these people.
It's not gonna happen, but that was dope.
But I wanted to.
I was like, good job, Sylvester Stallone. He did
And
it.
I'm loving.
Welcome
by the way,
Michelle Yeoh to the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
God damn, she
Right?
was fine.
I am loving that Stan Lee is like 94 and he still is in all these movies.
Yes.
I love it.
I love it. I was like,
I feel like when
sure
Stan Lee dies, I'm not going to be able to handle the first Marvel movie that
it's
comes
gonna be
out
sad.
after.
So there's a theory based on that scene that he was in Guardians, that Stan Lee's character in every Marvel film that he's Uatu the Watcher.
yeah.
Like,
I heard
that would
about
make
that.
perfect sense.
Yeah.
Why he's in everything.
Because he's just there and he doesn't bother. He doesn't bother the time shift really.
no.
He just is like, yeah. And so I
And
was
he's
like,
just
let it
sitting there
happen.
chilling, talking to the other Watchers on the dark side of the moon. Like, yeah, this is a thing.
Yep.
I did stuff.
Yep. And I
love
think
it.
it's great. I'm looking forward to Avengers.